We're back with another installment of Rice Talk. This your host, Cam, and we have
Bryce.
back with us in the building. How you feeling?
Feeling good, feeling great.
Always,
Always.
always. If y'all don't know, we've been doing this thing called Rice Talk Podcast for like a little minute now. If you didn't know, this is your message to know. Thank you for joining us. And any questions, just save them for the end. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What food do you feel is severely overrated?
What food? What category of food we talking about? We talking about snack, dinner, breakfast?
Mm,
What we thinking?
we can go fast food.
Fast food,
That,
overrated.
that's an easy one.
Hmm. I don't know. What would you say?
Um,
What you thinking?
I'll throw out a wild card like Sterl. Like an overrated fast food
Overrated
place
fast food.
is Chick-fil-A.
So you read my mind.
But
Even though it's not bad.
as much as I would like to play devil's advocate and like fully immerse myself in that, I'm not really like truly on the overrated. I gotta play the other side. So I mean that more in the sense of taste, not customer, not the whole package.
Not
Like
the whole
as a
package.
total value, there's no fast food restaurant touching Chick-fil-A just
Hmm.
because just of metrics and analytics. If you don't know what either of those are, you probably don't eat Chick-fil-A. But like as far as just taste, like if you just did a blind taste, like
Just like the chicken sandwich,
yeah,
for example.
yeah,
You didn't have better chicken sandwiches at other,
for sure, for sure. And
but you got to give them credit for like starting that though.
I do,
Start the wave.
I do like it's kind of it's like Messi isn't always gonna have the best game, but he's gonna give you the best highlights of the season.
Mm.
Like you know what I'm saying. So it's like I don't know, like it's hard. It's hard to like really have consistency than you just having like a few good moments. And that's kind of how it is. If you like have good tasting food as a fast food restaurant, but your service is bad and your like time of like delivery or whatever is bad,
That sound like Popeyes,
it does. It's crazy.
and they got good food.
I
Their
hated to
service is terrible.
I hate to put them out there, but yeah.
But who had the better chicken sandwich? Them or Chick-fil-A.
See, I got to go rubric on it, but I'm gonna step outside and let's just say blind test.
Blind test.
I don't know because I don't. In the beginning they were giving you like a half a chicken breast, and I could finish it because I'm not the type of person to eat and not finish it, But it's like I have room for anything else, and I felt really full. Versus Chick-fil-A, I guess I
I
don't
still be
know
hungry eating Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches though.
I feel you.
'Cause
I
I can
feel
eat a
you.
chicken sandwich and a large fry and I still be hungry. And you pay like close to $10 for that meal.
I'm
As
with you when
opposed
you're
to like
right.
Popeyes, bro. It's
It's
but like you
levels.
said, it'll fill you up.
It's levels. Yeah,
Especially depending on the size you get too with the chicken sandwich.
but if I'm going to now taste now, Chick-fil-A they do that pickle juice, so it's like
Like the
it's
pickle
gonna have
juice.
that little tang on it. It's gonna have that little tang on it. So that tang versus the Popeyes crunch, like the Popeyes gonna have more of a crunch. It's gonna have like
It's more breaded.
it's more breaded.
More breaded and it's oh
But I will say that chicken
that
breast is a
seasoning
lot,
different. It's you can tell it's seasoned good too. The
man.
chicken sandwich. As opposed to Chick-fil-A like that they soaking in pickle juice.
What do you But speaking of foods that are overrated, what are a food that you can think of that's underrated?
Underrated food. Hmm. I don't know.
Arby's. I guess yeah. I guess I'll do Arby's for
Well, yeah, because they got good fries.
Arby's. Arby's has like this pretty good beef and cheddar. They got the beef and cheddar.
And
The
then I
fries.
feel like the roast beef sandwich, that's the staple of Arby's.
For a while, they had the
It's
game on
like,
lock with them sliders. I don't know. I don't know. Those sliders were
or
tough.
like the Crystal Burgers too.
Ooh,
Low key be hitting. But Burger King got some good breakfast food. People sleep on Burger King breakfast.
Burger King breakfast. Burger King breakfast. All right. Speaking of fast food breakfast, who makes the best eggs? Who makes the best fast food eggs?
The best fast food eggs. Just like biscuits, like bacon, egg, and cheese, stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. We can go with that.
We
We can go
go if
with
we
that.
go with that, I say Hardee's. Either Hardee's or Whataburger.
Can't go wrong with Big Heart.
Can't because they got the biscuits be fire.
I don't know what they put in them biscuits to this day. I'm still trying to reach out to a former employee about them. Like, cause I know they got the
Like they make
recipe.
them from scratch or something.
Man,
Them biscuits, man.
they even like process the flour or something from making it from. It's just like
Yeah.
it's something different. It's like it made me want to eat 9 of them. You know how people be like, I'll eat 9 Popeyes. It's like, nah, I gotta eat like if I eat biscuits like for that. If I'm eating biscuits like for volume, I gotta eat like a good homemade type of biscuit. I can't eat like just some type of run of the mill. Throw some shit up
I can eat a
biscuit.
whole little thing of Popeyes biscuits.
Yeah. But it's like, I wouldn't even want to because it's like, it wouldn't be anything in it for me. But you know, them nice homemade flaky ones, but they got some depth to them type shit. You know, you feel me?
Yeah, it's like the hardest biscuits.
Yeah. It's like they fluffy, but flaky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hey, I
it's
got
that
some shit
perfect
fluffy, but flaky
fluffy and flaky, just like Whataburger with the honey butter chicken biscuit.
when it's fresh though. Hell yeah. Hot.
Fresh.
Hot. It's hard to wait till you get home. You really got to hit the drive. You really got to, yeah.
So just hopefully you don't live far from home.
No, me. If you one of the ones that got to drive far to get to Waterbury, I hate it for you. Cause some people, I mean, that's some people's reality.
Now like best egg,
Waterbury got decent eggs
too.
Waffle, okay,
Got
yeah.
some good eggs. So, like you talking about them sit down breakfast restaurants.
I don't know. Okay, I don't know if you feel me on this. I'm taking
Or like
Waffle
Denny's
House's.
or IHOP, one of them three.
I'm gonna take Waffle House's eggs over IHOP's eggs
Yeah.
because I don't know. I feel like it's something about Waffle House's eggs when they come out the ground. I feel like they got a little bit more oil on them, a little bit more fat. Like
fat and
yeah,
they like yeah.
yeah. I feel like when I go to IHOP, I don't know. Shout out the kitchen, but I don't know who really be in. I can't even see them. I'm used to looking at my cooks at
Like
least.
it's like somebody said online the down south of Boston.
But it's a trust factor too. It's like
You sitting there watching them make your food.
yeah, and it's like I'm seeing the care that's going
It's
into
like they
it.
making the same. They making it on the same grill with the bacon and stuff. So you get
Yeah.
all that
Oh yeah, damn, that makes sense.
stuff mixing in with the eggs. That's what make it good too.
That's what it is. Cause it's like they throw a little
And the
extra
hash
cheese.
brown, so it's a lot of oil on the grill.
You ever make them hash browns at home?
I ain't
I'm
never
trying
tried
to.
it, bro.
I want to. I don't want to put that much grease in the pan though, because I probably never eat them
Yeah,
again.
bro,
If I saw how much grease went on, I probably wouldn't eat them no more.
or just use like olive oil, healthy substitute.
Oh yeah, for sure,
Just use like olive oil
for sure.
instead of cooking.
You know, it's a really little dope oil, avocado oil.
I ain't never had that.
Ooh, can't lie. I really just put you on. Only reason it's really not like crazy, like
But what about
trendy.
coconut oil? I ain't never used coconut oil to cook.
Well, avocado oil is dope because it has a high like flame point. So like you can really cook. You can cook stuff at a higher temp without burning it. Which I ain't even really peep. That's facts because not every oil you can cook up to a certain
I
thing.
ain't even think about that.
Facts because it'll burn like, but you can cook it like higher and it can still hold its like integrity type.
Yeah.
Now, granted, you can't buy it in like big volume, so you couldn't fry chicken with it. But like, I'm trying to think what I used to use it with. You can coat a pan with it.
Fry stuff.
But it comes in like that, like the olive oil type size. It's like $8-10, but I feel like it's
like something you can use if you cooking like chicken breast or something in the pan, or like if you doing
because it's thick enough and that's what it is. That's what I guess when they specify, it doesn't burn off as quick. Like if you put like a drop of that, it's like putting Dawn in the pan versus Ajax or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like that Dawn really gonna be, you know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be there.
One drop of Dawn.
That's gonna take you a long way.
Hey, you saw the penguins. They still been selling us on the penguins.
Penguins and them ducks.
Nah, for real, for real. What's a comfort food for you?
Comfort food, hot fries. Can't go wrong with hot fries. Chester Cheeto one.
I had some recently. I had the cheddar fries.
Cheddar fries.
I had a few. They were still. It wasn't their fault. Like it wasn't Chester's fault. It was the spot I got them from. I will get with them on the side note if y'all want to contact me in the comments about like making it right. They were like, we just want to make it right
Yeah.
for sure.
The hot fries are like a bowl of cereal
Mm. With the little ice in it.
with the gotta have the ice chips.
Oh, I had somebody on YouTube.
Huge, bro.
They really was like, oh yeah, he knows something. I forgot what he said. He was like,
Remember the first time I ever had that? It was in a bowl of Frosted Flakes. Ice and Frosted Flakes.
and I still ain't tried it yet. I ain't lying. I ain't
Man, you gotta
lying.
put the ice in your
I
milk,
need to. Bruh. I haven't had cereal in months, and I'm so upset because that same day I opened up that pantry and I looked, and it just was nothing favorable.
Nothing.
Because I always got like some almond milk or and some like some skim milk, but really for cooking. But like if I really just want like something with like fat in it, no, not skim, 2%.
2%.
Skim is actually fucking insane. Like shout out people that drink skim milk. I ain't saying anything.
Soy milk.
Yeah.
Man, like,
Well, I get okay. Because I tried soy first before I tried almond, but knowing that like I didn't know before, it's all right. But I definitely
but
take
like as a
almond.
male, you don't want to be drinking too much
Yeah.
soy milk. It'll mess up your hormones.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you gotta try to chill out with the soy milk.
Yeah.
You a man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never had soy milk, never had silk milk either.
Well, it's cool. It's just almond. I feel like almond is a little thicker than soy. Soy is cool, but soy also, correct me if I'm wrong. People, if you've ever had soy milk, it kind of has like a little different, like maybe like an aftertaste to it. If I could, you know what I'm saying? But it's cool. Yeah, the whole like estrogen thing. You just gotta. But that's like large amounts. Though, like I mean, if you're going through like a carton, like I guess the day or some shit. Hell yeah, that'd be crazy. Yeah, that'd be.
And you drinking that on a regular?
Yeah.
That's when it'll mess you up.
What's your earliest food memory that you have?
Earliest food memory, like the first thing I remember eating.
Mine was that shit out that jar, that Gerber shit.
I can't. The first meal I remember.
Because I remember like whoever they were hitting against like
I think probably the first thing I remember eating probably like a hamburger, a cheeseburger, or something from McDonald's.
Mm.
And me learning about how mustard tastes. I didn't like mustard.
Mustard or mayo?
Mustard. I think that's probably the earliest memory. Hamburger from McDonald's. And it had like mustard, ketchup, pickles on it. And I remember not liking mustard. But and then sour punch straws, probably another early memory too.
Ooh.
One of my first ever candies I remember liking. I think it was a pack of it was either watermelon or the strawberry joints. Sour punch.
How has like your McDonald's order changed from like when you were younger to like what it is now?
I had to step out of my comfort zone.
Facts.
Probably when I got in like middle school or so, because I used to just get chicken nuggets and fries. And that was always the go-to.
It's hard to miss with that though. Like the ideology of it is very hard.
Kid, you just all you want is chicken nuggets, and
It's,
then
we're
sometimes like it's like, and then when they had that all-American meal back in the day, Mom used to get the hamburger all-American meal. At one point, that's all she was ordering at one point. She made me so mad. Like, bro, I don't want no damn hamburger, bro.
No, I think probably
when I got the hamburger, I was just getting hamburger with ketchup and pickles on it.
Yeah. No, I felt
They went from chicken nuggets to the all-American meal.
Yeah.
Back to chicken nuggets.
Start stepping up.
Get out my comfort zone, start ordering like quarter pounders and chicken sandwiches and stuff.
You ever did Mighty Kids?
Mighty Kids meal. Oh yeah, we always get the kids meals back in the day. Back when Jungle Book was popping, we get the Jungle Book toys.
They had so many.
And then when they had the little Sonic games in the day.
Man.
Shit, what else? Rugrats was popping back then too. With the kids meal. But I think that might have been Burger King though when they had them watches.
Who had I was gonna ask, okay, what was the best toy what was the best toy that ever came out from a fast food restaurant during the toy
The
like
toy
era?
era. Mm.
What was the best toy given out at any
During the
fast food
fast
restaurant
food restaurant.
during the toy
Toy
era?
era. Shoot. I think it was probably for me it was the little Sonic games they used to give us.
Those were probably like pretty dope. I
Those were
think
pretty dope, like the Sonic games and the little monkey ball games they used to have too.
I feel like didn't something come with like a wristband or not a watch?
That was the Burger King with the Rugrats back in like the
Oh,
late 90s, early 2000s when they
mm.
used to get them watches, Rugrat watches.
Yeah, okay. And speaking of old games, what old PC games as a kid like did you really like take to? Or did you play the most?
Probably that pinball game.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the first one I remember playing, and I used to play that one all the time. That and then I think when we got in middle school, being on Fun Brain, getting on Fun Brain playing them games.
You ever play like Spider Solitaire or like Sudoku on it?
I didn't play solitaire. I didn't know what I was doing at first.
Oh,
Solitaire and
I had to go to Spider Solitaire because Solitaire was
I think it was fighters like them free games you
yeah,
get on the they
because
just like come pre-installed on a computer.
Solitaire I used to be like, okay, this looks. But I remember Spider Solitaire. I remember just clicking and I was like, oh, okay, I can do this. Because
Yeah.
Solitaire, like, I really had to. To this day, like if you ask me, like I can kind of do it. I think I remember.
Did
It's
you
just
ever figure out Minesweep? That
yeah,
Minesweep game?
yeah.
I didn't know what the hell was going.
It's
I
just
used to
like
just click. I used to just click, click, click. I didn't know what the hell to do.
it's given like that battleship type of concept, but it's just I wasn't really with. I ain't had that type of like focus or patience for it
Yeah,
because I
I
feel like it's
didn't
a
understand it either
yeah. Because
at
I
the time.
just
Like
I
I
would
kind of figured
die.
it out now,
Yeah,
but back then I used to just click and just hope.
you're right. I lied. I feel like in the moment, I feel like I was probably figuring out, but I also just every time I play, it would be
Couldn't be
like once a
figuring out
month.
back then. I'm just like I'm clicking. I'm seeing numbers. I'm just
Yeah.
like, what is this?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like you just click a square and you just see a bunch of numbers. I'm just like,
Yeah,
you just click around
yeah,
and
yeah.
just hope you don't blow up.
That's definitely given. Like it's you. It was more on the techier side of you was probably messing with that.
Like you really had to that. You had to use put a lot of thought into that. And I don't know if you remember Pop Tropica either.
Pop Tropica. You remember that NFL like
I
Rush?
used to play the hell out of Pop Tropica back
Was it
then.
NFL Rush or
NFL
NFL?
Rush.
NFL had this little game. It was a smooth little game. Smooth. It was like it was around the time where they had like the NFL Rush, like their kid, they had like a little flag football type of little campaign, like kind of like they were just trying to like push the NFL through like kids. It was kind of like not Pop Warner, but they had like a flag football little league. But they had a little game. It was like a little sideways football running game. Like I think it was like a kickoff type of game. Yeah.
I don't remember that one. I know you remember being on like Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon on them websites.
Oh man.
Playing them games.
Hey man, like some of these games felt like very high quality games. I don't know if I can go back and play them when they're still like that, but at the time.
At the time, they was like top tier. Now, Real was know about the free online games.
No, really?
Fog.com. Real was know about that.
Ooh. Jog my memory.
Cause they used to have it was like a South Park game they had on there. Skull Kid, the Whack Your Boss, where you just go on there and crash out and kill the your boss on there.
Sidebar, Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid. That was on Fun Brain though.
Okay, yeah, I know. I'm thinking it really
that was still around the same time.
Oh man, that
Fun Brain and free online game. What else? Stickman games was going crazy.
That's That's what I'm thinking about. I ain't thinking that. I'm thinking of Sick Man.
Some stick man, like the Electric Man fight. It was like a stick man fighting game on there.
Yeah. Oh my
The
God.
man game was going crazy.
Man, Pop Tropica you thought it was MySpace or something.
On
Like, if you
me,
think
Bryce,
about
that
it,
mug so much.
at the time, Pop
You had to go on
Tropica
there and
low
make an
key was,
account and stuff.
yeah, and get active. Go to all the little like,
The little islands and stuff.
yeah, like Pop
That game was
Tropica.
lit, bro.
And that's the thing. When it
They
comes
just
to
shut
a
it down.
game, the more creative you are, like, it's not about how like extensive you make everything look. It's just about like how much you can, how easily you can get the people to realize what you're trying to do versus like trying to give people a lot of shit.
Yeah,
Or
it was real simple, but
it
cool. They
was
go on there
simple
and make your avatar, give them, I'm saying, get them fresh with the clothes and stuff.
on some simple fresh clothes. Like it
Simple,
wasn't,
fresh
you
clothes.
know what I'm saying? Simple fade, simple all that.
Simple fade. I used to get the little curly fro.
If I'm not mistaken, I feel like that was such a go-to. It was a solid,
That's just because that's how my hairstyle
yeah,
was back then. I had the little curly fro, so I get the curly fro in the game
solid little style.
and have them dripped out for free because you know some of that stuff they wanted you to pay for
No facts.
after a while.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
they started to blow up and they started like charging for stuff.
yeah. That shit sounded good. Hey, that's when I click, close that bitch. Well, I guess I'll
I
start
wasn't
doing some
paying for nothing.
schooling.
I just
Yeah.
all the free stuff.
Unless somebody else I knew had it, but they didn't. So like shit, I closed the window. All right, I went back. I pressed back. I ain't know to close it. I just pressed back on it. Let me go back to the page. I was
We
just
had to pay for this island. I'm like, man,
yeah,
y'all tripping.
like oh yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, my class is almost
Cool.
over with anyway.
We sticking to the free joints.
What's your what's your favorite cuisine? Like your favorite I guess style of food.
Favorite style of food, just depend on the mood I'm in. I can go with like Mexican, be good. Um, can go with Chinese. Some days you want to get it Japanese sushi, hibachi,
Mm,
and then what would you consider an American cuisine?
I think we
We
can just
really,
leave that
we
up
really don't
there.
even. That's kind of. It's like
American
I think
cuisine.
American cuisine would be like barbecue, like
Uh,
grill stuff,
yeah.
like steaks, ribs,
Oh yeah.
burgers, hot dog. Like I would say that is. Or like soul. Would you consider soul food a cuisine?
Hmm. Which one you think is a bigger American cuisine, soul food or barbecue?
Hmm.
Some would say that like they're the same, but I'm not necessarily talking about like
I say it just depend on how you cook the barbecue though, because you can
yeah,
make the barbecue like a soul food, I guess.
true. So are
Depending on the side,
so are they going in the same category?
I guess you can throw them in the same category.
Okay, that's what we on. Okay, so they really
Cause like,
damn.
what if because most of the soul food, what would you say, fried chicken, red beans and rice,
So okay, what
collard greens. But what if you throw the chicken on the grill instead?
that's the
You get what I'm
thing.
saying?
So like so would you say fried chicken is like probably a bigger grasp than barbecue?
Hmm. It's easy to cook and I don't know.
Yeah, well,
As it,
it's a
it's a
shorter time
shorter
for
time.
them.
Yeah,
Like
it's shorter. It's
you got minutes versus hours, but like the hour,
yeah.
and it's just that's kind of how like the
It don't take as long to prep
yeah,
and cook versus like grill food. You got to it take a while.
and that's how consumption has came is like people want quicker food, so of course fried is just more popular. It's like of course
Yeah, it's more pop,
you
especially
know
in the South.
you couldn't barbecue enough food for like to give consumption because it's like you kind of have to have it cooked ready to serve when people order it. 'Cause you couldn't. There's no way you can cook it to order. Like that's taking 4 or 5 hours every time somebody.
For real,
Yeah,
it take a while to smoke some chicken.
yeah. Oh my goodness, and that's like a
Because you
commercial
got to
size one.
season it up and let it marinate first, and you got to get the grill going.
Got to be
Let the
hot.
flames die down, let
Yeah,
it smoke. It take a while.
yeah. You can take a while for that flame to return. Yeah. What
Yeah.
what is your favorite food holiday?
Food holidays got to be Thanksgiving or Christmas. But Thanksgiving tops. Can't never go wrong with Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to lock in on some Thanksgiving eats.
Speaking of going back to the overrated food, turkey. I would say turkey probably overrated.
Damn, dang,
The ham
dang.
can be better than turkey on Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Especially like depending on who cooked the turkey too and how they cook.
that fried turkey go crazy now.
Fried turkey go crazy. But like how
If we talking bad
often you
food to
go to
bad
somebody's
food,
house and they got fried turkey though?
you funny. Why you had to come for me like that? I
I'm saying
mean,
that's like it's kind of like most people just throw it
actually,
in the oven.
actually, we really got one local. So like, I really don't miss one. But depending on who house, if it's not my people house, I mean, shit, it's liable to be anybody. But
Anybody. See, my dad, he smokes the turkey
yeah,
though.
I mean,
We throw it on the grill.
they be having options. Like I be choosing. They be choosing on Thanksgiving type shit. Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like,
But
so
nothing
that's
too
probably the
crazy.
best turkey I ever had though. My pops.
Yeah.
Throw it on the grill.
I
You don't see too many people smoking that turkey.
no,
Not that I know.
no, not really. I mean,
Like
some people,
most people they'll deep fry it or they'll bake it.
and it's hit or miss. It's really hit or miss,
They hit or miss.
especially on the bacon, because it's like the deep frying.
Bacon, you can it be dry. You can overcook
Oh
it.
yeah.
Be dry.
To be honest, if you bake it, if it's kind of telling me what you want, I feel like you're behind the times. Because anybody who's really doing it, they either frying um or like roasting it or
Roast.
yeah, like smoking it. Because it's like because putting it just on like direct heat and just kind of letting it cook, you're just losing so much moisture in the turkey.
Man, it be dry.
Yeah, or it's like a smaller room of error for real, like when you do it, because you can't really tell because you got so much aluminum foil and shit in it. You
Yeah.
don't really know. Versus like when you fry, you can change the temperature. Like when you roast, you kind of just you can down and look at it
And
fall off
then
the
when you pull
bone.
it out the grease, it'll still cook.
Yeah,
It'll still cook.
that is fact.
Versus like and then smoking. You just let it sit there.
What do you think, like, as far as experiencing like new foods or like branching out? Because I'm definitely gonna like start branching out, with more foods, not the spicy ones for right now. But what's the best way to experience a new culture through food?
If your city has a food festival, like an international food festival,
Did I
like that
miss
kind
it?
of I don't know. I went to one last year.
Okay,
I don't know if they had one this year yet.
okay. Because I knew it's
I don't know. Cause it's usually around like fall. They
yeah.
had a food festival.
It's usually around the time the fair either comes or leaves, so I didn't
Something
know if I
like that.
missed it. Okay, all right.
But so that'll get your foot in the door, like going
Mhm.
to an international food festival and just trying the different food stuff, and then if you like that culture's food, then you'll just look for that type of restaurant in your city or like surrounding areas,
Yeah. Okay.
and then I guess you just meet those kind of people through that food.
That's
Cause
fact.
like you go into the store, those type of stores looking for those type of foods to cook.
Yep. I'm gonna have to put that in my notes to look up the dates of
So
those.
like definitely if you trying to experience a new culture, go to an international food festival.
Checklist, bucket list for real. Well, I got to go back. Not bucket list. I've already been for real. What's your favorite dish to cook lately?
Um, Probably spaghetti. 'Cause it's easy and it lasts long. You put it last you a good amount of
Yeah,
days.
maybe
You
it might
say a
last
lot of
you.
money.
Oh,
Must last you about shoot good 5 days if you
yeah.
stretch it.
You ain't even really got to.
It's like if you
That
stretch
just
it, it'll last you a good what 3 to 5 days.
yeah. I try to do it to where like it lasts me like 3 days, and somehow it sticks with me for like it's like a man. I don't know.
Especially if you cook it good and cook it right.
Yeah. How do you like your sauce to be? Like, do you like your sauce to be like more on the meatier side or more on the saucier side?
If the meat sauce, I gotta have meat sauce. I can just eat spaghetti and just noodles and sauce.
But do you like more meaty or do you like more sauce?
I like a good balance, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it to be too saucy because then it'll be like soupy in a sense.
You ever? Man, I was at some fancy restaurant
But
and
I
I
like to
I had
have
the
the meat.
spaghetti and it was just sauce and like noodles and it was just I felt
Oh
like
yeah,
it was soup
that's garbage.
and it was annoying. Just like
It's like, bro, what
shit was $22 fool. Like the fuck.
$22 for like noodles and sauce.
Y'all
I could
didn't
have
even
did this at
sprinkle.
home.
It wasn't even baked cheese on it. Y'all came and had some dude with some dingy white gloves sprinkle some cheese over my plate.
But that's a waste.
No, it it,
You
it,
got
it
to
is.
have the meat in the sauce, bro. It ain't spaghetti without the meat sauce.
I think when
So
I'm
like,
gonna
would you
start
rather
to.
meat sauce or like meatballs?
Mmm. In my experience, I don't know.
Mm.
It's just meatballs and spaghetti for me. It's just it looked good on
And
TV,
say it would be looking good on cartoons and
but
TV and stuff,
but it's
but like
just
in real life, it's
well, I gotta like cut it every time. But it's just I want like it to
yeah,
already be like I don't know. I don't really want
big
to.
are the meatballs.
It's crazy. It varies because
Like
like
you
there,
know, to some restaurant they give you probably two big meatballs
hmm
and a bunch of noodles and sauce,
and a bunch of noodles and
and
sauce.
like have them $20 for it.
Yeah, you damn near paying $18 for
15,
meatballs.
$16 for like noodles
The
and
other four
meatballs.
is just for the noodles and the sauce and the plate. Cause the meatball is the most serious thing. Is like that's man. And then it's like, what if your meatballs miss?
Right. Like the
Like
meatballs trash.
what if they're under seasoned? They're not like it's the thing
Like
about
too greasy. Just
making
got this sauce.
meatballs is tough. That's like one of them double egg. That's one of them. You the only person in the family doing that because you don't just want to just branch out and like try. Let me just make. Everybody can't make rotel dip. It's not in
Nope.
their blood. I don't know what it is. Everybody can't make it. They shouldn't make it. Just leave it to the one person in your
The one
family.
person that could. And I was never a big fan of Rotel.
Me neither. To be honest, I'm not a huge
I
fan
was
of
never a big
cheese as like a side that I would just eat like more than a
and like
chip or
she that
two.
and then it's like the main base of the whole
Yeah,
thing. It's just cheese.
yeah. I like because it's just and especially just only really one type of cheese too. It's not like a medley
Yeah.
of cheese.
Just hot cheese and meat.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
and everybody
And
like
then
season
like you
their
said,
stuff.
everybody can't cook it good.
Because some
Like
people just
it just depends on who make it.
yeah.
If
I
I get a
rather
taste and it's just like way too cheesy, I'm good.
I like having them little spicy cheese dips.
Yeah, I was never a fan of Rotel though.
Yeah. When I hear the name Rotel, I just like,
You
all
know,
right.
people be getting all that say, yeah, we bringing Rotel dip to the party.
It's like you bring in melted cheese
Right, just
with
this hot
chips.
cheese.
You ain't even bringing cheese. Or I'm sorry, you ain't even bringing the chips with the
Like, you know, the
cheese.
cheese tastes better without the meat in it, for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, Loki, cause I don't know, some people meat, I don't know. Some people meat in a Rotel. I'm really
So
straight.
y'all ain't even seasoned, y'all just cooked the meat and threw it in the cheese.
What do you think is a bigger party food, Rotel dip or meatballs?
Meatballs.
Facts.
That's the main thing, bro. And then it depend on who cooked the meatballs too. And some people will mess up the meatballs.
Easy. I damn near want to be store or like
Okay,
from
you
a
like
deli or
making
something.
meatballs and they ain't got no, they ain't sweet.
Oh, I feel you. But if you ever had them when they were too sweet, that shit crazy. No, it's
It'll make you sick. Like you
yeah, because it's like this sweet meat, man.
sweet
Anyways,
ass meat.
what's your advice for someone who's just starting to date after a long relationship?
I would just say you need to really take time and heal before you jump into your next relationship, especially if you come out of long term. Because you just gonna put your partner through hell.
Yeah,
And I've been on the receiving end of that, trying to date somebody that was fresh out of a long term relationship and they just carry over their previous trauma from their past relationship
yeah,
and
that
just
shit.
take it out on you and just make you miserable. So it's just like, just if you fresh out of a long term, take some time to heal. Don't try to fill that void. That's really all they doing. Just trying to use you as a rebound person.
Because
You
nothing.
just trying so hard to get over that last person.
Yeah,
They're gonna use you as a rebound person.
heavy on the rebound.
Heavy on the rebound, and then it's like they still got feelings for the last person, and they carrying all the trauma to the next relationship.
But you ain't got to worry. They won't take your advice.
They not.
They won't.
They ain't gonna hear it though.
Hey, look, they're gonna do exactly what
I've been
we
on
said.
the other side of that.
Yeah.
Like dating somebody that was in the long term. It's just it seemed good at first because they be all over you in the beginning,
Hmm.
and then it all come out eventually.
Yeah.
Like all the insecurity, the manipulation, the
Yeah.
boy, oh boy,
Insecurity manipulation, that is a pod within itself.
for real.
What's your favorite childhood computer game?
Favorite childhood computer game.
We can cut that. My bad. I think he's calling. Work.
We just talked. Well, we ain't never favorite top of all time though.
Oh, okay, we can do that then. We can do that. Hey,
Sure. And
okay. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to put you on speaker 1 second. How much was the transaction? So your best,
then I hit cash for the rest to post void it and say that.
yeah, your best bet is to just cash out the rest. Um, cash out like the rest of the total. Or did you already do that?
Yeah.
Okay. And so the difference is gonna be like $8. So your best bet is to like just ring up like $8 worth of stuff and then post void that.
And then even out.
Yeah, because like say right now, like her drawer probably is like expected to have $8 in it.
Yeah.
And then that'll even it out. And in fact, if you want to do 10, that would probably be like just to make sure, but yeah. All right, no problem.
Just cut that question out.
Yeah.
We already talked about it.
I can branch it into something else. Speaking of branch, I thought of Dion Branch. Wide out for I think the Patriots back in the day. Because I was thinking of Dion for my favorite athlete. I don't know who I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go off of you. What is fuck? Who's your favorite athlete of all time?
Ooh, of all time. It's got to be LeBron. It's LeBron of all time. Mainly just because he get unnecessary hate, and I'm always that type of person. If you a legitimate, like you legit, and people just hate you just for no reason, I'm gonna try to support you, just like Lamar Jackson. Everybody hate Lamar Jackson, but it's like why? You know what I'm saying? LeBron, Cam Newton. Everybody hated Cam Newton.
It's a top tier class of
It's like
athletes for sure.
Mike Vick. People hate it.
Shout out them left-handers.
Lefties. Then I say them be some of my tops.
So Jameis up there for you too. Like that's probably one of you.
Said James Winston.
Yeah.
I throw him in there. I ain't gonna say he's my favorite, but I did like James. Like at one point.
No, I feel okay. Okay.
Like when he got to the league.
Favorite athlete of all time for me.
Like all the time would be LeBron though. LeBron.
Oh my goodness. I don't even yo, this is just such a yeah, okay, we can do basketball this pod and we can do like let's football for the next one. So my favorite basketball athlete of all time. I'll say Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Yeah.
Like, he legit.
I know who I was gonna say, but I'll say Kyrie.
I like Kyrie.
If
I say he probably
yeah,
one of my favorite point
yeah,
guards.
yeah.
One of my favorite point guards.
It's like when it comes to like the game of basketball and like how he approaches it more specifically, uh, outside of the LeBrons and like it's more obvious ones that I would like, but yeah, I don't know. Because I would say Kobe would be my real one, but I would say like out of people like I would say him. And like, yeah, taking out the obvious ones like the KDs and LeBrons and shit like that.
Yeah. and like Jordans and stuff too.
And also because it's like pound for pound, he's tough. Because I mean, like, what if Kyrie was like 6'8"?
He'd be Magic Johnson.
He'd be hell. But like,
Magic Johnson with handles.
but I understand all things like being equal. Like things don't always work out. Like when people like grow and shit like that. So, but for this pod, yeah, I'll say Kyrie. And
Yeah, Kyrie's solid.
what would you say is the biggest sports controversy right now?
And who's the greatest basketball player of all time? That debate, which is it's just tiring.
I don't even think it's a debate
It's
for real.
like I hate that debate so much because it's subjective.
I think
It gets too emotional.
yeah. Well, and because it's a loaded question as it is.
Like who was greatest? Like
Yeah.
as far as what? It's like y'all don't
Yeah.
never like objectify the question. It's always just who's the greatest of all time.
It's really.
And then some people like to say Jordan because he got 6 rings. But if y'all going off rings, why y'all don't say Bill Russell because he got 11?
Literally.
If we going off rings.
It's most. I feel like we're not even
stupid.
It's mostly media pushing it and they just walk away from it. Like they push it and get everybody to fight about it. And they just kind of walk away and like, haha, these dumbass. It's like because they realize the world is
like rage bait.
Yeah.
It's like it's plenty like bench warmers that got 6 rings. You know what I'm saying? Plenty rings. Why you don't consider them great?
You definitely have to have like a barometer when it comes to like grade, to like judge like what makes someone great.
It's like what makes them like what are we basing that off of?
Speaking of what we're gonna base something off of, what makes a football like an NFL rivalry like significant? Like the geographic location of it, or just the significance of like the recent history? Like, say, or listen, not even football. Let's say like the Lakers versus Celtics is more of a historic rivalry.
Historic rivalry right there.
Versus the Lakers versus the Clippers is more of a geographic rivalry.
Geographic rivalry.
Which one you say like contributes more to like the fight?
Probably like the history.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say the history because you got to look at like
it holds
more weight to it, and then if you like say for example in college football, the history of the game like Michigan and Ohio State, one of the greatest rivalries, or like the Iron Bowl is always a big rivalry. So like in a lot of those rivalries, you got to go look at history.
And yeah, because sometimes those were like title contending games.
And they always like got something always on the line with those games. Like it's been championships been decided off of those games.
Well, closing out, what is the future of the NFL?
The future of the NFL is colored quarterbacks. Enough said. Cause look at the last few like top picks. Cause remember that was like the last thing people wanted to see. The gone are the days of the Tom Brady's, the Aaron Rodgers, the Peyton Mannings. Those days are gone.
Well, the game's a lot quicker too.
And game's a lot faster, so like you really can't have those style of quarterbacks
unless you're gonna add like an extra offense. And it's like you couldn't even do that still because it's just they have to look and be like even though Aaron Donald's an anomaly, you got to think like the defensive linemen they only get quicker.
He was generational though.
Yeah, it's just like you definitely got to have
the game is changing. It's like it's getting faster. Quarterbacks have to be more like mobile. You gonna have to have more. You really got to be athletic.
Yeah,
you can't just stand in the pocket no more. You got to be able to.
You can stand in the pocket. You're gonna be on the ground.
Yep.
You be looking.
You got them.
Yeah, literally. You. If you stand in the pocket, you be looking just like me, sitting down on the couch.
On your backside.
Yeah, the future of the NFL. I'm gonna put.
It's becoming more like offensive now. They kind of take away the defense
for ratings.
Just for ratings.
For ratings reviews, because it's like defense is more boring. People gonna switch the channel. Like it makes the game look more. Look more like a stand up. Now, purists of any sport will like defense, but purists aren't the only people that watch sports. You got the other 50% that like don't know anything about the sport. They're like, ooh, like every time they score, that's what they came to the game for, So, and with sports betting, it's like,
that really was ruining the game too. All that sports betting.
But Prize Picks, if you want to, cool.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say too much on that, but
all we're gonna say is keep locking in, keep supporting. Don't forget to reduce. Don't forget to
reduce, reuse, recycle.
Like, share, and subscribe. What do you have for us closing out?
We said everything we need to say.
Remember,
like lock in.
If it ain't right,
Get
get
right.
Bryce.